Hello and welcome to GBR. You find us today racing with the guys from the MRC in the GTTCC Season 21, Round 5 for the elite guys. As you can see, we are at Dragon Trail. This is the seaside layout, so the Deaf Chicken is around this track, and after only being there, so you can see 6 drivers, they just done a random grid for the first race. So Bazza will start on pole in the Mazda. In second place will be Juninho in the Genesis. In third place we have Maya in the Genesis. In fourth we have ADG in Scirocco. In fifth place we have Mark in a Genesis, and in sixth place we have James in the Audi TT. So that is your drivers for this one. It is only a 15-minute race just due to the numbers that are available for this race. So let's get these guys underway for this one. We've got 5 lights and away we go. Slow start there. Juninho there, not getting off the line. Must have not had it in the gear, but May has been able to jump past Bazza as we head down towards the kink and turn 1. ADG third. James there, he's got his way past Mark there up to 4th place, and Juninho there obviously at the back after the false start. Well, not false start, just a no start really, but Maya as we come through up towards the top of the track through this corner. You don't want to be hitting that curb too much, it will send you off into the gravel, but Maya's there defending first place ahead of Bazza. ADG right behind in the Scirocco. Bazza there, is he going to go for a move on Maya as we're coming in towards the S's section? He's got his nose there, but Maya's just been able to brake a little bit later and open up a gap now, and that's allowed ADG to close up to the rear end of Bazza as we're coming out. The S is up this hill and then down this hill again towards the hairpin into the docks. Bazza there going up the inside of Maya. That Mazda showing its pure top end speed, but we're going to be going 3 wide here. No, it looks like Bazza's been able to get ahead of Maya, but Maya and AD just slips in behind as we come up to the Deaf Chicken for the first time. Let's make sure, see if everyone gets through. Yes, they do. Juninho is very close there. Looks like James there might have got a little bit on the was he avoiding ADG? Did ADG have damage? No, he doesn't. So he's got a good drive there. Did James out of the chicane towards the last corner, and Maya and Bazza battling for first place as we come across to finish lap 1. Bazza pulls back in front of Maya to start lap 2, and through this little kink up towards turn 1 we go once again. James there looking like he's on a looks like the TT's doing good around this track. He's gone up the inside of Maya. How did he do that? Because Maya wasn't oh, he got his brake a little bit deep there in towards the first chicane, and that's allowed James to go around the outside. Slight tap there on James and a little tap from ADG as well, so a little bit of rubbing his racing on the exit. Mark there gives a bump to Maya as we're coming into, oh, ADG's gone for a nice little grass cut through, oh, not even grass cut, that's through the gravel there. Let's jump on the roof of ADG, so he's got Maya on the inside, but it's just like he's cleared them both. He's coming in here, hits that bump off the curb, goes across the grass into the gravel, and he's somehow been only just lost 1 place there to Maya. He's obviously done fairly well from. James there, he's dropped down to 5th place from all that. Bazza has been able to check out from that little late break from Maya into turn 1. He's got about a second and a half lead over 2nd place at the moment, but the action here for the last spot on the podium is hotting up, and Juninho there, he's slowly catching up to the rear, and Mark there goes for a move up the inside of ADG. but will he be able to keep that position before we come to the Deaf Chicken? I don't think he's going to be able to. ADG's just been able to get the power down a little bit earlier, being on the outside, and been able to hold that third place ahead of the Genesis. Oh, Genio there, mighty fine, didn't get any damage, but jumping across the curbs. Whereas Genio, obviously it's going to probably give him a little bit of less speed coming up towards this last corner. And James racing for his Give a Duck Foundation in his TT, but it looks like yeah, Basil, he isn't. What's that, 48.5, 49.2, so he's pulled out about 8 tenths in that lap. Looks like them two trying to pull away from this free, battling for this third spot on the podium. James there goes out wide to allow room for Mark on the inside. Eugenio using all the curb he can there to just try and catch up to this little gaggle of cars, fighting for third spot now. So it looks like there's a four-way battle with the front two just checking out at the moment. Eugenio, he's got round Mark. How did he do that one? Looks like he just carried an extra bit of speed, and yeah, just dives up the inside into the right-hander at the top of the circuit. And now Eugenio up to 5th place. He's going to have his eyes set now on James in front of him, who's just behind ADG, obviously Maya in second, Bazza in first. Them two is definitely pulling away from the rest of the pack at the moment. As we're coming up to the hairpin here, into the dock section. ADG there still holding off James behind. Jay there still ahead of Mark as well. Through the chicane we go once again. Will everyone make it through safely? Yeah, everyone makes it through safely. Oh, Mark gets a little bit hilary on the exit and smashes the ball. That's going to give him damage now. Going to make him a little bit slower. Oh, did James do the same as well? Looks like James done the same. Yeah, because he's got damage. So didn't look like he messed it up. So it must have been on the exit. Yeah, just a slight tap there, and you can see the difference. He's right up behind ADG, and Eugenio there, he's just going to absolutely fly past because he's got no damage. Eugenio now up to 4th place, right up behind ADG. You're lucky to miss him there into the last corner. So Eugenio up 2 spots that lap, and obviously Eugenio just up ahead of him. Is he going to have a look at that Scirocco as we're coming down through the kink to start lap 4? ADG defends it nicely into the first chicane, goes a little bit deep. Is Eugenio trying to get the old switcheroo? ADG wide off there, and James there in on the action, but he's going to have to slip in behind as well as we're going to come through this right-hander up towards the top of the circuit here. ADG still defending, goes in deep. That's going to allow Eugenio to slip past, and James as well, looks like as well, into 4th for James. So ADG loses 2 positions there through the top of the course. And there, he's got a half-second penalty, so yeah, Bazza there, second quicker that time round than Mayer, and Mayer's going to lose even more time when he serves his penalty. I can't really remember where the penalty line was. Ah, it's the start of the Deaf Chicane, that's where it is. So will he drop back? Oh, and James has got up to 3rd place now. He's gone to the left-hand side of Eugenio down towards the hairpin. Is he just going to hang it around the outside? He's just got that extra speed in that TT over the Genesis, and he's been able to take that last spot on the podium away from Eugenio as we're coming into halfway of the race already. I say it is only a 15-minute one, this one, due to the amount of numbers for this race. So will James now try and put the hammer down and catch up to Mayer, who's obviously lost a bit of time this lap as well. So in that half second that we've just gone through the penalty gates for, but Bazza having a absolute stellar race at the moment at the front. He's got 4 seconds or so lead over Mayer in that second spot, who's obviously, he lost nearly 2 seconds as well, just obviously from that penalty over James. And obviously then they've been fighting as well. Eugenio there defending from ADG for that 4th spot, just trying to keep up with James in front. Mark there, he's not too far behind, even though he's had that little bit of damage as well. He didn't drop too far back, and he's slowly catching up to these guys where they're fighting, and Mark's just laying down some good laps at the moment. Eugenio there, he's looking at that purple and green TT in front of him, just trying to think how to get back past him. He got overtaken just over a lap, just coming up to a lap ago by James, coming down to this hairpin section. There's the boat on the right hand side, and James there, he's definitely closing in on Mayer. So that TT is looking quick, and he's gone purple as well this lap. So is that going to put Bazza under some threat? I don't think it will do, but obviously the death chicane can make or break you. All it takes is just one wrong error, and that is it. You will be in the wall. Bazza now, he's going to come across to start lap 6 in a second. Will he go purple? No, he wasn't. I think James was purple. Does he go? He does. Oh, 23 hundredths quicker than Bazza that time round, so only just going quicker. He was up about nearly 2 tenths just before the chicane, so lost a bit of time to the fastest lap, but still maintains it over Bazza there in first. Eugenio there in 4th, just ahead of ADG still, as we come up to the top of the circuit, and over this little hill down towards the S's section we go once again. Everyone's going setting blue laps at the moment, so they're personal best laps for everyone apart from Bazza the last time round. So, but are they going quicker than Bazza? 48.3, 47, 47, 48.1, 48.3, 48.3. So they're all going so even on pace. Obviously, Mayer and James going that little bit quicker than Bazza at the moment. Last time round, a good couple attempts, but yeah, everyone seems to start just spread out at the moment. But James there, he's definitely putting that pressure on Mayer up in front. Looking at the track map, everyone seems to get through there cleanly again. No one's spinning around. ADG's got damage, so yeah, and so has Mark, so them two did hit the wall on the exit. But the battle for second spot hots up now with Mayer and James. Is James going to go and try and go side by side with that Genesis? And he goes for fastest by 2.5 tenths that time round for James. So absolutely flying. Probably helps with a little bit of slipstream maybe after the chicane. He's going to go round the outside of Mayer. It's going to be the inside for the second part of the chicane. That's James now up to second spot, and he is about 4 seconds behind James. So will he be able to catch that time up? Oh, Mayer goes out wide through the right hand kink before the top of the track. And that's allowed Eugenio to slip on past into third place now. So Mayer losing 2 spots in half a lap at the moment. And yeah, everyone's just slowed down a little bit last time around, apart from Eugenio and James, them two really pushing the car to the max. But is Mayer close enough to go for a move? No, he's not. Right towards the hairpin. and Mark there and ADG. Oh, Mark's gone for a late move on ADG, but backs out of that one. Probably better to stay behind the car in front coming up to the chicane, just in case they make a mistake. See if ADG and Mark can get through this one nicely without hitting the ball. Yes, they do. They both get through cleanly. Everyone else is damage free as well at the moment. As we're going to be coming around to probably start the last lap, or is it going to go to lap 9? I think it might go to lap 9. Yeah, we're not going to get over the 13, might be 13:20. So yeah, buzzer there. About 5 seconds to the good over James. Yeah, 6 tenths quicker that time round from Bazza. He's obviously seen the lap time from James and thinks he's got to really push on to maintain that gap over James. Obviously, he is bringing Eugenio and Maya with him. Not been able to really break that toe. So the rest of the guys are all fairly close to one another. Mark there seems to have a little bit of a slip up and just dropped off the back of ADG. Coming up, obviously this is the penultimate lap for these guys. Gone blue, which is the fastest for him through the first sector. That one is. Obviously I would have done a lap guide if the race was longer, but we see a bit of action going up and down the field. There's not much point because you probably will miss it, but Maya there going up towards the hairpin, gone up the inside there of Eugenio. Eugenio's going to go for the old switcheroo, but I don't think he's going to be able to make that one work. No, he's not, so he's going to have to slip in behind Maya now. Coming up towards the chicane once again. Get through it. Oh, Jay, I think he had a slight tap on the wall or the curb and sent him a little bit sideways, but not able to maintain that speed. Gone for a slight tap there from Jay on the entry to the last corner. Let's Maya go. And he's going to have to try and think about trying to get back past him to get that last spot on the podium as we come across to start the last lap now. Bazza there with a nice little comfortable lead. Can probably start to back off a little bit until the death chicane, because that will, as I said earlier, make or break you for this race. Maya there keeping Eugenio just behind him. ADG there getting squirrely coming through the first chicane. But not been able to close up that gap as ADG's just been kind of sat there a little bit behind. Maya having to do a very defensive drive for this last lap to keep that third spot ahead of Eugenio. As we're coming now through the S's section for the final time. I think James there, he's got a nice little gap over Maya, so he shouldn't have to worry about looking in his mirrors coming up to the braking zone of the hairpin. And Bazza there just checked out early doors and not really had to look into it. Oh, James has gone deep there. That's going to allow Maya to close that gap up to the TT as we're coming through the chicane. One last time. This is going to be interesting. Will everyone make it through? Oh, wrong button. Oh, Maya and Eugenio hit the ball. Eugenio picked up damage. Maya didn't. ADG's picked up damage and Mark hasn't. But I think that James has been able to just maintain that gap, but the winner for this race will be Bazza. Absolutely checked out from the beginning with that battle for Maya and just won this one nicely. James there will finish second, Maya third, Eugenio fourth. Mark just pips ADG. How did he do that one? I know ADG's got damage. So ADG keeping it tight and Mark there just getting a better exit, it seems, than ADG. Obviously with ADG having that damage, not being able to get the power down as early, and that's how close that fight for 5th and 6th was between Mark and ADG. That will be it for this one. Obviously, hopefully join me on the next one, and until then, bye bye.